Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about an essential oil blend that I really like a lot. It's called Peace, Love, and Flowers. So the Now brand is not a pure enough brand that you want to take internally, but I've used this brand for natural deodorant, natural perfume, helping just like improve your lungs and sense of awareness and things like that. So I'll use the Now brand if I get desperate because they're cheap and easy to find topically, but I will never use these internally. So orange is something that I really like because for me it's always been a natural antidepressant, and all the citrus are. Orange just has like a little bit sweeter smell to it, and I've used it as I've massaged it by itself, and then I've used coconut oil or another carrier oil with it. So orange improves your circulation. It is really good for obviously helping prevent and treat depression, and it's really good for your lungs. So if you're wanting to prevent or treat like a cold or flu or allergies, I noticed that the orange essential oil is really good for that, and it's always one of the cheaper ones that you can buy. I've had the doTERRA orange before, I just don't currently have it on hand. It is one that is safe that you can take internally, so I've used it most often in water. So in the past, I've used cinnamon essential oil as well, and I've mixed it with others like ginger and clove and put it in like chai and stuff like that. But oils like that are super hot. Cinnamon and oregano are some of the hottest oils out there, so you have to be extra careful with those. You don't want to use them all the time. They're extras expensive, and can literally burn your skin and your nose if you're not careful. So you have to be really careful with those, dilute them a lot, and not use them all the time. Very sparingly with ones like that. So the thing I noticed about essential oils versus just using something in, say, soups and teas, using herbs that way, is that it's a more concentrated form. So if you don't have time to make a huge soup or make a tea of something, the essential oils will keep for a while. You just want to keep them out of direct sunlight. Some people refrigerate them, and some of their other herbal products, which depending on where you live, if it doesn't get too crazy hot, you don't necessarily have to do that. I just keep all of my essential oils and natural hand sanitizers that are made with essential oils and things like that. I keep them out of the direct sunlight. I never have anything like that facing a window. You can put them in a closet, you can refrigerate them if you want, or you can just keep them like underneath a bunch of layers, like in a purse or in a drawer somewhere. But if you live in a place like Washington, Northern California, Oregon, the weather's not too extreme, so you don't really have to refrigerate your essential oils. But if you do live in a place that gets extreme heat, you might want to try refrigerating your essential oils to keep them to last longer, or have some kind of other cool place for them, so that way you don't have to worry about them expiring on you. So depending on what the essential oils are, if I don't have to use them all the time, I do notice that they'll last anywhere from quite a few months to at least 1 to 2 years. I'm not sure beyond that time. I usually use them up before that time. But they always last me at least a few months, if not at least a full year, sometimes year and a half or 2 years. And yeah, if I'm feeling sad about something, I notice that just smelling any of the essential oils that I like will just instantly be a mood booster and I will be able to pay attention to things a lot more clearly. And I've noticed that, well, almost all of the essential oils can help with things like nightmares, but I notice certain specific ones are maybe more useful to some people than others. So frankincense is one. Really, I noticed that this blend that has the orange and the two flowers, the patchouli and the ylang-ylang in it, I noticed that it was pretty helpful, and if I would put it on before I would go to sleep, I would be less likely to have nightmares. So the citrus and the flowers both seem to bring in good positive energy. So if you can't afford something like frankincense, you can always try some of the other herbal oils and see if it makes a difference for you if you're struggling with nightmares. Some people get nightmares from things like chamomile. I don't. Chamomile is one of those herbs that usually don't make me sleepy. Sometimes they'll make me sleep better. And on a rare occasion, for some weird reason, if the moon's energy is extra strong or something, sometimes chamomile won't make me sleepy. But most of the time it does help me relax and help me have good dreams and sleep better. Rosemary is something that I've used before in the past. I don't like to use it in the summer all the time because it'll sometimes improve your circulation so much that it'll make me feel almost too hot. So a lot of times I like to mix that one either with the fresh or dried rosemary or the rosemary essential oil if I have it, mix it with mint, and then you get like a warming and cooling effect. And mint, actually, I notice if I'm not only in different kinds of pains, but if I'm dealing with, say, nightmares as an example as well, I notice that mint really helps a lot as well. So if you cannot find or buy something like frankincense, which is one of the most expensive oils, you can try mint or rosemary or both, or you can try the citrus oils or another flower oil, or combine some together. There's something really magical and amazing about the essential oils that doesn't just work at a physical level, but works at a physical, mental, and spiritual level. I've been using them now for like 6 or 7 years, and I noticed that it's made a difference in the way that I sleep, in the way that I breathe, in the way that I can think and remember things, and breathe, and all kinds of things. So the essential oils are not just a natural perfume, but they are nature's medicine. So peace.